A very good evening. Thank you so much for keeping it Younib TV. This is Younib at 9. We have prepared a lot for you. But first of all, let us take a look at our highlights.
Have to have an insurance indemnity ya kwa umepanga ukaweka kila kitu, utakuwa umeweka life jackets, umeweka nini, lakini Mungu asijalie la kufanyika, we need to have an insurance indemnity.
And it's not just about the judiciary. Look at parliament. Whom have we elected? We have lost the institution that is the watchdog that is supposed to give us accountability. Even when the regime is bad, even just 10 voices can change the character of parliament.
We as NEC also have appointed Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i as our deputy party leader going forward.
A very good evening and welcome. My name is Hezron Asewe. The Jubilee Party has appointed the former Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i as its party leader, deputy party leader. The resolution was reached upon during the National Executive Council held on Thursday and chaired by former President Uhuru Kenyatta. Announcing the decision after a meeting of the party top leaders in Nairobi, Party General Secretary Jeremiah Kioni announced that Matiang'i would also act as the party's presidential candidate in the upcoming 2027 general elections.
Item on our agenda was to fill in some of the vacant NEC positions that have been occasioned by many reasons that we do not need to go through. And we needed to have a whip within the National Assembly, and the whip of our National Assembly now, following the resolution by NEC, is Honorable Samuel Arama. Our whip for the Senate, again following the resolution, is Senator James Romenin. We also have Bwana Kagwe acting as our ED, as we continue working on other issues around the same place. So Kagwe is our AD going forward. We as NEC also have appointed Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i as our deputy party leader going forward. And alongside that, we have also resolved that Dr. Matiang'i represents us at the United Opposition, and on top of that, we also received formally his
People's Liberation Party leader Martha Karua has said that Kenyans will take legal actions to oppose the bill passed into law by President William Ruto, including the legal internet use. Speaking at a conference to highlight the country's leadership and human rights organizations in Limuru, Kiambu County, Karua also said that protesters in Tanzania have embarked on a journey to defend the countries against oppression and bad leadership, that is dictatorship.
And it's not just about the judiciary. Look at parliament. Whom have we elected? We have lost the institution that is the watchdog that is supposed to give us accountability. Even when the regime is bad, even just 10 voices can change the character of Parliament. And I know we have some very outspoken parliamentarians, but the trick is for those outspoken to make sure whenever there is a bill that affects the people or a policy being debated, even if you have a lucrative trip abroad, lucrative because of the marupurupu, forget the marupurupu, you have a salary. Stay in Parliament. Let us hear that single voice opposing. Let it go on record. We will be checking to see, was there opposition to the cyber crimes bill? Was there opposition to the Privatization Act? Was there opposition to all those oppressive laws? Failing to be in Parliament when you are needed, if you are not sick, it's actually a crime against the people who elected you. It's a betrayal. We will begin to call for accountability by those seated in offices.
Let us now go to Mombasa County, where 3 families who lost their sons in a boat accident during the East African Maritime Festival in Mombasa 2 weeks ago have received solace as pressure continues to mount for tougher measures to improve safety at water sports along the coast. Deputy President Kithure Kindiki donated 3 million Kenyan shillings to help families with the funeral arrangements that have been delayed due to financial constraints. The accident occurred when a boat carrying 22 people capsized and sank. Emergency efforts resulted into rescuing 19 people as others drowning.
Yeah. Ukiwa na msaada umepata, ni rahisi sana kutimiza zile shughuli. Pia katika ofisi ya President tunamshukuru Kithure Kindiki ambapo pia ameweza kutuchangia na pia majirani pale mtaani. Sasa njia iliyobaki ni kwenda kuzika na tunawashukuru tu.
Shughuli na mazishi hatujafanikiwa. Tulikuwa na pesa kidogo sana ambayo haingetuweza kutoa wale wapendwa wetu kule kwa safirisha. Tunashukuru kwa hiyo ambayo serikali imesimama na sisi kutoka siku ya kwanza mpaka leo hii.
Pekia jana Mheshimiwa Makamu wa Rais Kithure Kindiki aliweza kutukabidhi milioni 3 za Kenya ili kusimamia mambo haya familia hizi. Mheshimiwa Makamu wa Rais, watu wa Jomvu kwa niaba tumeshukuru. Tumeona kwa sasa wataweza kwenda kupata decent burial na vile vile twasema umesimama na sisi.
Organizers of events have to have an insurance indemnity. Ya kwa umepanga ukaweka kila kitu. Utakuwa umeweka life jackets, umeweka nini, lakini Mungu asijalie la kufanyika, we need to have an insurance indemnity ili watu wetu tusiwe.
The Ministry of Agriculture has initiated a nationwide strategy to facilitate the adoption of agroecological practices throughout the nation. The strategy is designed to assist farmers in agricultural stakeholders to advance climate-smart farming methods that enhance soil health, promote diversity, and increase resilience to climate change and improve food security. Over 70 representatives from civil societies, farmers, associations, researchers, institutes, and also different nations and county governments gathered in a forum that was mentioned as agroecological as a pathway for climate action.
We as a ministry, we appreciate the fact that food security is now becoming a concern for all of us. And as a ministry, we would like to work with like-minded stakeholders who share our same ideals as we try to address food insecurity for Kenya. Already we have created an enabling environment by making sure that we have a strategy that has been approved and launched by the ministry that is going to guide all the key stakeholders and farmers as we try to align our priorities in this particular area. different approaches, including agroecological processes, can help to align our food security in terms of adapting to climate change and at the same time mitigating some of the effects of the climate change.
We enable these farmers understand and do it practically on the new techniques of farming on small gardens, and they produce enough food throughout the year. At the same time, we are also enabling our farmers cope with climate change in the way that they go back to their indigenous knowledge and indigenous crops.
And therefore it was important that we bring in the farmers that over time have been practicing agroecology but have lacked a voice to be acknowledged. So these particular convenings have been very significant in engaging with farmers at the grassroots levels, and they have brought in some of their very innovative solutions that they're implementing at the county level.
Drought and lack of rains is a very big challenge with the farmers, and we hope that with the agroecology practices that they are practicing in the grassroots, that they are going to be able to adopt them and be able to be food secure in future.
And now, after the news from the farmers, Younib TV at 9 takes a short break. Please don't go away. We'll be right back shortly.
The best. Hallelujah.
Thank you so much and welcome back. Let us proceed on with our news at 9 p.m. More than 6,000 families in Kirinyaga County are now cooking with gas, a major step towards reducing dependence on firewood and charcoal. The Kirinyaga County government has distributed more than 6,000 stoves over a 2-year period through a program called FLOCA, which aims to reduce the use of environmental damaging energy. Kirinyaga Governor Anne Waiguru says in steps to save more than 500 trees, which helps to protect the health of women and children.
Mabadiliko ya hali ya hewa yanaleta changamoto kubwa kwa wananchi wetu. Lakini sisi kama serikali hatuketi tu. Tunachukua hatua kuhakikisha watu wetu wanapata msaada wa kweli na kukabiliana na hali hiyo na kujisaidia. Leo tunagawa majiko ya gesi ya meko 5,800. Haya majiko yatasaidia watu kuacha kutumia kuni na makaa, jambo ambalo huchafua hewa na kuharibu misitu yetu.
Kwani kwa hakika sisi akina mama tumeweza kufurahia zaidi, mimi nikiwa mmoja wao. Wakati huu unaona vile tunavyohangaika kupika na kuni. Kupata kuni sio jambo la rahisi hata kidogo. Na unapata wakati mwingine ukiwa na msimu wa mvua, kuni zinakuwa zimenyeshewa, ambapo hata kupika unakuta sasa ule moshi unakuingia, unakupatia mafua. Wakati mwingine hata macho kufungua hauwezi ukafungua. Unakuta hata wakati unapopika sufuria ndizo hizi zinakuwa nyeusi, huwezi shika kitu chochote katika.
Marsabit County medical officers have resumed their strike, which has now entered its 4th week. The strike continues amid ongoing tension over the agreement signed between the Marsabit County government and the Medical Officers Union in April this year.
We urge the county government of Marsabit to implement our career guideline, which was adopted in 2024 May. Lastly, my plea goes to our governor, to intervene so that we can go back to our work and to serve our community.
Today we are doing 28th day of our strike as the Kenya Union of Clinical Officers, still demanding from the county government of Marsabit to implement our return to work agreement that we signed on 14th of April 2025. We're still demanding the provision of comprehensive medical cover, still demanding our promotions and redesignations.
Some residents of Bondo, Karateng village in Siaya County have protested against proposed establishment of gold refinery in the area, citing environmental and health impact. The villagers said that the project would endanger water sources in the area as well as public safety, warning that chemicals used in gold refining process could pollute the rivers nearby.
Okay, my name is Fred Koduo, and I come from this area of Mitiro. I want to condemn this issue of lynching that is going on here, bearing in fact that it will have effect on water bodies. Here we have two water bodies, that is the rivers. We have Majengo, and we also have Kokumu. So we want to reject it because the chemicals that will be produced as far as lynching is concerned, we are made to believe that they will affect our water bodies. About the death instances of animals, it has happened in several areas like area in Kopolo. We understand that the 5 animals that succumbed due to this lynching process.
And this farm, when being agricultural farm, and now is being transferred or converted to industrial, it was supposed to be gazetted, so that those people with issues like us now can complain. We were not given anything like that, and we don't have the documentation there. Third, we are saying there was no public participation to inform us what is going to happen here. We have just seen construction going on.
And finally, residents in possession of illegal weapons in troubled Mukogodo forest in Laikipia County have been ordered to immediately surrender them to the government officials. Laikipia County Commissioner Onesmus Kiatha has said that forest has become a hideout for armed poachers who seek refuge after causing chaos in the area and other areas.
Katika hiyo sehemu tunajua kuna bunduki ambazo zinamilikiwa na wale ambao hastahili kuwa nazo. Already exactly the president ametoa wito, kuna ile amnesty imepeanwa, na kwamba ikiisha tutaingia kwa hiyo mahali tutoe hizo silaha kwa nguvu. Kwa hivyo yangu ni kuomba wananchi na machiefs pamoja na wazee wahakikishe kwamba vijana wao wanarudisha hizo bunduki kwa hiari.
The security agencies and also the conservancies and committees are really looking at how we can break those cartels because becoming an organized crime essentially, which is really bad because we are losing people, we are losing livestock, and it's just destabilizing the landscape.
Tuko na shida ya changamoto kubwa sana kwa sababu hatuna mobility ndio shida kubwa. Wakati tunapata incident ya wizi, hatuna gari. Hiyo ndio challenge yetu kubwa sana.
Sisi kama conservancy ni jamii moja, na kama ni conservancy ndio tunajua saa hizi haswa mara mingi tunaweza kusaidiana naye kwa sababu huwa tuna engage, tunaongea pamoja.
And thank you so much for keeping it Younib TV. That is the end of Younib at 9 today, 30th of October 2025. See you next time. Thank you so much for everybody who came on to ensure everything runs as planned. My name is Hezron Asewe. Good night.